Hello everyone, how are you all doing? It's me, Adeze, coming at you with another storytime video, okay? And this storytime video, the reason why I decided to make it is because I realized that I've been seeing stories online on YouTube. People have been doing storytime videos, their proposal stories. I've been seeing very romantic proposal stories up and down. And I'm just like, where are the unromantic ones? Where are the unromantic stories about how people were proposed to or how people, got engaged? Where are the romantic stories? Don't unromantic lives matter? Must all of us be romantic and mushy? Some of us need representation. We need representation in the media, okay? We need representation on YouTube. So I'm here to represent the unromantic ones, okay? Yeah. So if you'd like to know how my husband, who is not romantic by the way, if you'd like to know how he proposed to me and how we ended up, 10 years later together, then just keep on watching. So if you've been watching me for a while, if you know my story, you will know how my husband met my parents. It wasn't a funny one, okay? Well, it was a funny one looking back now, but when it happened, it wasn't funny. Yeah, so the way my husband met my parents was quite unusual. It wasn't the normal me introducing him to my family like, oh, this is my boyfriend or this is my, the guy I'm dating or whatever. He was summoned, okay? He was summoned to appear before the panel, so that was how my husband met my parents. And then, he was even banned from talking to me. My father said, leave my child alone, okay? But yeah, with time, things got better. My father, softened up. My mom, liked him. They both liked him actually, okay? So they liked him and all was well. But before then, when we first met, we met in 2010, and my husband, when I met him then, I think shortly after I met him, I think I've told you the story before, shortly after I met him, he told me that he wanted us to get married in 2010, that is at the end of that year. And I said, nope, it's not gonna be possible. Actually, I was giving him the reason that my parents are not going to like it because I'm still in school. My father doesn't want anybody to come and pay his child's school fees. He wants his child to finish school first before she gets married. That was the excuse I gave him then. But in my mind, I was like, so in university, I'm supposed to be enjoying my life. I'll be planning marriage. Like, I did not believe, or I didn't think that we're going to end up together. And I didn't want to burst his bubble. His bubble. I didn't want to burst his bubble. I was just like, let me just go with the flow. But I know that I didn't think we were going to end up together. So I gave him the excuse of my parents would not agree, and truly my parents wouldn't have agreed, okay? So if I really look at it, that was basically the proposal, okay? End of story. Everybody, you can go. The story is finished. That was it. That's it actually. Okay, but no, there's more to it. So after basically turning him down that year, that was the same year that my parents met him and all that. So the year after, the next year, was when I graduated from the university, and that was when we became closer. We started dating, we started understanding each other better, and that was when I basically fell in love with him, and I decided that I was going to agree to marry him. So there was we already knew we were going to get married. We were dating to get married. That's the part that confuses me sometimes when I see some proposals. I'm like, were you guys just dating for the sake of dating, and then he proposed to you, and then that's why you're so surprised and crying and shouting and rolling on the floor and hyperventilating? Because that's what I see when some people are proposed to, and it confuses me. Are they doing it because that's the expected reaction, or are they doing it because they are genuinely shocked? And I want to understand. Please comment down below. Like, I'm serious. I want to understand, like, especially in African homes, did you accept ring first before you now told your parents? Or the guy already told your parents? And if you already told your parents, then that's the proposal. So it confuses me, but yeah, back to my story. So we were not dating for the sake of dating. We were dating to get married. We already knew that we were going to get married the next year. That's in 2011. We already knew all these. So we started planning wedding, basically planning our intro, okay? So we planned the intro. My parents already knew about, like, it was a known thing. They knew he was the guy that was going to marry me. He came for marriage, so there was no extra proposal. We started planning for the wedding, started getting stuff ready for the wedding. We also did our intro. So after our intro, we decided to, you know, shop for rings. I was the one that shopped for my rings. I was the one that went to the shop with my legs. Me and my mom, we went to the market and we bought the rings by ourselves. We went to a gold market and we bought the gold rings by ourselves. It wasn't any surprise ring anywhere. Like, let me choose them. My own and his own. Let me choose them, okay? I didn't have any special engagement ring from him. Anyway, so I went to the market with my mom and we chose the ring. Very beautiful rings. I hardly wear them. Another story for another day. But, you know, very beautiful rings, and we chose the ring. So I chose a matching engagement ring and wedding band, and then wedding band for him. So it came as a set of 3 very beautiful rings. And then, yeah, I was when I bought my rings myself. I'm not even ashamed of it. Like, I went to market and chose the ring I wanted. You know, yeah, it would have been nice if he had surprised me with a ring. It would have been nice, but it wasn't something that I didn't even think about it, to be honest. I didn't even think of telling him, no, surprise me with a ring, or like, it was just normal to me. Even till today, it's still normal to me. Yeah, I know that it's a nice feeling, you know, being surprised, but it wouldn't have changed anything for me. Let me put it that way. Yeah, that was how the whole thing went. I got the rings. So, you know, normally it's the best man that brings the rings to the wedding. Okay, it's usually the best man, or is it the ring bearer? No, the ring bearer holds the ring, but the ring is brought to the wedding by the best man, and the best man was my husband's friend. So I had to carry the rings and go and give my husband so that he can give his best man, that is his friend. Okay, so yeah, I remember then I was in Lagos while my husband also came to Lagos for a training, so he was lodged in a hotel, and I, you know, went to visit him in that hotel to give him the rings, basically. So I went to see him in his hotel room and I gave him the rings, okay? But when I gave him the rings, I was not like, wait though, so that's how I'll just marry this man, he will not kneel down for me. Like, you will not kneel down for me. Like, for why? Like I said, it wasn't like it really mattered to me. I didn't really care. But I just felt that, no, now, how do I just give you a ring like that? As in, how do I just collect your ring? I mean, I bought the ring myself, but how do I just collect the ring on the wedding day and there's no kneeling down? Like, no, you must kneel down for me. So I now took the rings and gave them to him, and I told him that he has to kneel down and propose to me with the rings. Yes, I asked for the proposal myself. Yes, unromantic lives matter. So I had to ask him, Oga, is that how you think it will just pass? You just bring ring and give me a wedding day? No, you have to kneel down and propose to me. So it was hilarious. He thought I was joking at first because initially he laughed. I was like, yeah, when you finish laughing, you're going to kneel down for me. Don't think that you just laugh and it will end like that. No, you have to actually kneel down and ask me to marry you, and I'll think about it. And I'll say yes. This was close to our wedding. Not even, we've already done intro. It was close to our wedding. We've already been choosing our show, we've already like done most of the preparations, but I said, you must kneel down and ask me, and I'll think about it, and then I'll answer you, you know. So I gave him the ring, and then he knelt down. Even the way he knelt down was so awkward. He knelt down. He now said, take, or something like that. I said, no, you have to ask me. You can't just carry the ring and give me. You have to ask me that, do you want me to marry you? You know? So I now, he now said, okay, will you marry me? And I said, yes, I'll marry you. That was how, you know, he now gave me the ring. I now wore the ring. I was not like, oh my God, it's so pretty. We were just alone in the hotel room, nothing fancy, nobody was around. I was like, oh my God, it's so pretty, ha ha ha. And when I was done, I removed the ring and gave it back to him to give to his best man. I think I wore the engagement ring. Did I? Did I wear my engagement ring? I don't remember wearing an engagement ring. Oh, I think I did. I'm not sure if I wore that engagement ring at all, because like I said, this was very close to my wedding day. I think I just gave him everything. No, I think I wore the engagement ring. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, that was the proposal. I gave him the ring, he gave it back to me, and I gave it back to him again, okay? Oh, joy, all we know is that he knelt down and he asked me to marry him, okay? We weren't really public people, okay? So we're public people. Maybe if I was a public person, or maybe it was happening now, I would have filmed it or something, but we're any public people. I didn't even have a picture of it, nothing. It was just, yeah, he gave me a ring, I gave it back to him, whatever, you know? And that was it. We went on, we got married, and look at us today, 10 years later, we are still together, we're still going strong, okay? So I think I just decided to share this story so that you guys will know that if you don't have that fairy tale, you know, romantic kind of engagement story or engagement situation, you know, or romantic situation, you know, if you don't have that kind of what you see in the movies, okay, or what you see on social media. If you don't have it, please, you don't have to feel bad. It is normal. In the olden days, how were they proposing? No be, that's your husband, and you say, yes, it's my husband. You know, in the olden days, how they proposing? They did not do any special anything. Personally, I think that this whole proposal thing is something we acquired from the Igbo people. Yeah, we just copied the Igbo people and we do it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad at all. Like, I love when men go all out to do such things for, you know, their girlfriends and or their fiancés or whatever. I love when they do it, okay? But it just confuses me when I think it's the woman's reaction that confuses me the most, not even the man's asking. The woman's reaction is usually what confuses me. I'm like, especially when they're crying and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm just like, what were you with this guy for? Like, I don't get it. Like, what were you with the guy for in the first place? Like, didn't you guys know you were going to marry? Like, don't guys ask behind the scenes first and be sure before they now propose to the girls. I'm sure that's not everybody's story. I'm sure some people, it's truly a surprise for them, while some, I'm sure, it's planned, you know. Yeah, but anyhow, the point of the matter is, do you guys love each other? Are you guys in it for the long run? Are you committed to each other? If your answers to all those are yes, or it's yes, then you're good to go, okay? You don't have to have a Hollywood romantic story. As long as you are happy, that is all that matters, okay? And that reminds me, in one of my videos, I remember when I was telling someone asked me about dealing with an unromantic partner. And I remember telling the person that, me and you are not in the same category. My own used to tell me that he loves me, okay? Me and you are not in the same category. Someone was now telling me later on that, I shouldn't have said that the way I said it. And like, why did I just, you know, like, almost tell the woman, like, I beg. No, the truth is that the reason why I did that is, I don't want to paint a picture that is not true, okay? Yes, when I say my husband is unromantic, I don't mean that he doesn't love me, or he doesn't show that he loves me, or he's just a, you know, robot, you know. I'm not trying to paint that picture of my husband. So it would be me doing, I'll be doing him a disservice if someone says her husband does not tell her he loves her, you know, he doesn't do anything romantic at all. I would do my husband a disservice if I agree with the person and say, yes, like my husband, no. The truth is that he is not a grand gesture kind of person. I've said it before, but at least the small things he did do him. So yeah, we're not in the same category last. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.